Hello and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. My name is WWDadmin, but you already know that we have another ladder match, apparently. With me as always, Medic.
Oh.
And we're redoing the fountain as well as the one after that because the recording kind of corrupted itself. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Well, I just dropped it down behind me, as if like I just threw it behind me.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're gonna make sure that we hold on to the thing before, until the thing is rendered next time.
Yeah, like, I have absolutely no idea why anything would be corrupted, because it rendered out fine. Freaking Resolve did not tell me it had any errors, so I don't get it. I absolutely don't get it.
I don't get it either.
The file literally said it was like 3 hours long, and it cut off after like 50 minutes.
Yeah, 50 minutes.
Makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, wrong button. There.
That outer wall is done. I just use like tiny sprays to make sure I don't waste the metal. Yeah, like that. You might want to wait for me to get to it, so this way, because I feel like the other layers of grime might be also making you waste this stuff.
Probably.
Okay, that's clean. Wait, nope, that cap is not clean. There we go. Yeah,
Just
so
gotta
probably
go
best
ahead.
to, yeah, regularly wash thing and then use the spray.
Just gonna wash over these real quick once and then come back around.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start with the outer wall of the fountain first. Because what I usually did in my own run is I usually start on the outside, work my way around, then start going in bit by bit. And then start working on the floor and whatnot. Well, this fountain decoration is ready for you to spray. There we go. That is done. Okay. Next part.
Okay, so that's one way around completely. Then let me get the...
I could use a bit of help with the gnome.
I guess while I'm over here. Oops. Wrong button.
You know, the funny thing is that okay, so if you have at least like the short extension, you can see your other hand being placed in, but on another person, you only kind of see them treated like a stubby gun instead of like, yeah, it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
Oh, this gnome is done. This pillar isn't though. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I only just noticed. You know, I actually, thanks to Super Robo Wars 30, I actually tried one of the anime that's in the game, and I'm actually glad I did. It's so funny.
Really?
Have you heard of Gunnex Sword? Well,
nope, never heard of that.
yeah, it's about a guy who is hunting down a man who has a claw for a hand that killed his bride, and yeah, it's got 26 episodes. And it's got a lot of funny elements in it, but yeah.
Here we go.
Cap. Okay, that's done. Yeah. Yeah, Super Robo Wars, I like how, aside from, well, being what it is, like, it also kind of acts as a means of promoting a show, I guess. So basically, I guess, like, at your choice, you can check out any of the shows that might pique your interest. So in this case, Gunnex Sword piqued my interest. I was just like, why not? I'm gonna try it, and it's pretty funny. It's an old one too, from 2005, I think. But yeah. That's done. Okay, done. Got another gnome statue. There we go. Dead man. Statue. Dead man.
I'm literally on the other side of the fucking fountain. And I'm out of metal cleaner.
I actually have some metal cleaner, but I'm not gonna use it right now.
I mean, there's like 2 freaking things left over here that I'll just do with the turbo nozzle.
Alright. Also, buying metal cleaner and whatnot is pointless because
You can't.
the game. Yeah. No, I mean, like, if it is on, like, if there is a sale and whatnot, like, it won't carry over to the
it
next.
it literally won't even let me restock for this map.
Oh. Well, if you need me to use the metal cleaner, I can.
I just cleaned it with the turbo nozzle.
I was washing the gnome. Done, yeah. That's this. that's done. This cap needs to be worked on. Yeah. Okay, that's done. Place the cap. Oh, okay, the cap is done. My bad. I think the most annoying thing to clean is the gnomes itself.
Yeah, they have way too many corners.
Yeah. Is the outer wall pillar is not done. Okay, that's done. Okay, these outer walls are done. All right, pillar. those are done. Oh yeah. I kind of forgot there was a statue here.
I mean, it's easy to miss.
I'm sorry. So disappointed with me. That's done. The cap is not done yet. Also, something I kind of figured out is, when I still have just a bit left, I usually actually start using the long-range nozzle to kind of avoid, destroying my eyes when I have to clean the floor and stuff. Especially since, like, the, floor of this fountain isn't all that big, yeah. I can just kind of reduce the pain with, long-range a little bit. Oh, the pillar's not done. I won't lie, I'm sad to see Kiwi, like, be finished and whatnot, since I wish that there was more, but oh well.
Unfortunately, there isn't.
Yeah. And no, I am not doing the overtimes on gold. That's impossible with
yeah,
some
no,
of them.
that's just stupid.
Yeah. The coin one I definitely cannot get because I am not the best at math. So, yeah. And added that those coin slots go by a little too fast for me to even brain to math.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is your brain. This is your brain on math.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay. I forgot that I need Portal installed to run the
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
thing is the mod is standalone as far as I know.
Okay, good. I remember back then, at least like with Seven Co-op, you needed to at least have Half-Life installed.
Yeah, because they actually used the data from the games.
Yeah. It's also the same with Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. But I think they made it so that you can only play the game if you own the game, the original game. So
Yeah.
so you don't need to have it installed anymore.
Yeah. And actually, you don't even need to own the game anymore because it's now standalone.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't download it unless you have the original game.
Really, I didn't see a thing where it says it requires Half-Life, but oh well.
Requires I mean, I guess
maybe
maybe they did that completely standalone. I don't know.
Yeah, that game's pretty fun because there's like depending on the map, there's.
I mean, same goes for Gmod. It's the same thing basically.
Yeah. I kind of forgot Gmod was a thing because I never hear about it anymore.
I literally never heard of Sven Co-op before you mentioned it. So.
Oh, it's.
I only ever.
I've already heard of Gmod.
Yeah, I only ever heard of Gmod. That's the thing.
Yeah, because people used to do stop motion stuff on it, but not anymore. Not since Source Filmmaker came out.
Yeah. Then again, I don't really see people using that much either anymore.
Yeah, I don't see them do Gmod skits anymore.
I don't see people using like game stuff for making like skits anymore at all.
Yeah, I think that's kind of more with the times now.
Yeah.
So people are just recording other video games. And nowadays, like the bigger gamers are just chasing trends. I think now too. I don't know.
I mean, in general, I don't see people using game footage for like skits like that anymore, at all.
Yeah. I can't get over. I'm kind of wondering how is the one guy that's doing AI Lara Croft gonna work with Midas Palace, because they already did the Colosseum level, but they mentioned a couple levels before that Midas's Palace is going to be a problem because I don't know why. I think it has to do with because you have to use Midas's hand to turn the lead bars into gold, and I think AI Lara keeps stepping on it and turning herself into gold.
I seriously, like, I have no idea about Tomb Raider, so I would not know.
It's a guy that rigged up an AI.
Yeah, I did. I know that you told me that was a guy who rigged up an AI to play the original Tomb Raider games, but I have like literally no idea about Tomb Raider, so telling me what level they're on is like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I really hope you give it a try though when I guess the remaster comes out next year.
I mean, technically I have the like Steam releases of the old ones, so
yeah. Just don't be surprised that the game is a grid move though. So it's like
I'm gonna see whether they like updated anything other than the graphics about the remakes, like the remasters.
I think it behaves pretty much the same, but I don't know.
Anyway, I'd still like it to look better, so I'd probably still get the remasters anyway.
Yeah. There's actually an option, I think last I heard, is that if you wanted to give it that old retro feel, you can, or you can just use the remasters graphics, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty common thing for remasters like that. Command & Conquer did the same thing for, like, the...
oh, I never knew.
The Tiberian Dawn and Red Alert collection thing that they did.
Oh.
I wish they'd do a remaster of Red Alert 2. Because that was like, for a long time, my favorite Command and Conquer game, so.
Uh,
And, like, I mean, they definitely need to remaster the
your
game.
microphone died.
Nice.
That one is almost done. You know, it'd be nice to have a bit of help with the pool floors, at least. Extra long. Just use the extra long so you don't hurt your eyes. Hey, you know I can see that. So. Okay, and I can hear again.
I did nothing.
Mm-hmm. I saw the movements.
Absolutely
Also, the mic died
nothing.
again.
Your character moved on on itself, on its own.
Mm-hmm.
You officially
Sure.
you officially have a haunted PC now. That
Oh gods. By the way, the mic. The mic. You turned into a vocoder again.
for fuck's sake!
I blame the healer. Tank's not doing the job.
Fuck this shit.
You need to get that song for a soundboard. Extra long. Hmm? Hmm. That's done. And don't worry, your eyes are saved, I think. Let's get you over to the other side.
Okay. Hello. Okay, good.
There you are. Yeah. There you are.
So, I'm literally gonna frickin' restart my PC every time before doing anything with voice mod anymore because it just keeps breaking. I don't know why.
Have you updated it or something?
It literally updates itself. It fucking like it forces you to stay up to date. It's also an always online application. If it doesn't fucking connect to the servers, it doesn't work at all.
Okay.
The entire concept of the thing is pretty garbage, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's also the only like working voice changer program that has an inbuilt freaking
Aren't there ones you can get like off of Amazon or something? I don't know.
I mean, I could like physically change out the freaking mixing console I'm using for my microphone for one that has effects built in. That is a thing that I can do. There is probably one that has like clips to be stored on it as well, so I could use it as a soundboard. But why would I want that if I could just have a program that if it works? But apparently it doesn't work. That's the problem. I seriously don't get how, but if the program's open for longer, then it just breaks. If my PC doesn't restart for a while, it breaks more often, even if I restart the frickin' program.
Which one? I don't know, because I don't use all the fancy tools you use, so...
But yeah, honestly, I'm a little bit done with trying to get voice mod to frickin' do what it is supposed to do.
It's strong.
Without constantly breaking. And the thing is, the frickin' support that they have doesn't fucking do anything. Like they just don't give a fuck.
Oh, the contact support and whatnot, or?
Yeah, they just don't give a fuck. Literally most garbage support I've ever seen. And then they have the audacity to have like a paid version of the app.
Wow.
Like,
so like a subscription?
Yeah, there's a subscription model for it. There's a reason I have never subscribed to it.
Yeah, and I can see why with it breaking this recording.
It's literally the most unreliable piece of garbage of a program I've ever used for anything in content creation. That's saying something.
I guess it's time for a change, no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry if you might hear noises in the background. Today is rubbish day, so you might hear the trucks go by and whatnot.
I only heard the dog.
Okay. Yeah, because Saya's barking at them.
Yeah.
I still have a hard time processing that Europe has so many bins compared to here. Only have 3. One for recycling, one for compost or landfill. Yeah, landfill, and the other one is yard trim.
Yeah. Well, we basically have like recycling paper, recycling plastic, recycling metal. So any kind of like cans and stuff. Frickin' like biological waste, so like freaking plants, plant trimmings, like leftovers from like cutting vegetables and stuff like that. That also goes in there.
Oh.
Like stuff like that. And then we have like burnable trash, which is basically everything that doesn't go into any of the other stuff.
Oh.
And then we have, okay, yeah, I missed one, the recycling glass ones. Those are two
also
different
like
ones.
milk jars and milk juice bottles and
The
stuff
cart
like that.
like the cartons go into the plastic stuff because that's like everything that's like light packaging like that. But yeah, there's also like there at least there was a attempt at like collecting those separately and like make the drinking cartons back into cartons and stuff like that, but that never like got it never caught on. That were like a lot of areas didn't even have like collection stuff for that coming by, so nobody used it. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if I moved into Europe, I'm probably gonna need like a roster chart for that, because actually
the thing is there is, because people need that over here as well. Like it's not like we inherently know.
Yeah, my uncle needed that himself when he was in Japan teaching.
Yeah, they also have basically the same
yeah. Japan has so many. It's been taking me like maybe a hot minute to figure out like okay, where does this go, or does this go somewhere? Because some of them kind of look the same, and it's kind of hard to really pinpoint which one is the correct one, because some of them look the same.
I mean,
type of recycling.
I looked it up once. It's pretty much the same system as Europe. At least the same system as like Germany and Austria have.
Do you guys actually use color code
yes.
bins and stuff? I mean, like
yes.
I guess yeah.
The frickin' the lids of the bins are color coded. Red is for paper. Green is for frickin' like colored glasses, like brown and green colored glass. White is for transparent glass. Blue is for like cans and stuff, so metal. Yellow is the frickin' plastic stuff. The black bins, they're entirely black, is Restmüll, which means just the rest waste, which is just everything else that just gets sent to the like incinerator.
I'm gonna need to look up a chart on that.
And the brown bins are the biodegradable stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's
I'm
all.
definitely I'm definitely gonna need to look up a chart for that, because
And I mean, where I live, like a lot of like these basically the suburbs of the cities use not a bin for the frickin' plastic trash. They use yellow sacks that they just give out, and you just put the full sacks out for them to collect on given days.
For here, you just use like those Ziploc trash bags. Like there's no color or anything like that.
Everything concerning trash is color coded, at least in Europe, in most of Europe. I mean, at least definitely in Germany and Austria, because we basically have the same system.
I really just
I
like
think,
how.
I think though that Germany has like slightly different colors, but yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I really want to go to Germany one of these days. I want to see what my home country looks like and stuff with my own eyes.
Yeah. Last I remember, some of the colors are switched in Germany. I don't know which ones.
Yeah. I honestly just love how Europe is really sophisticated with like their recyclings and trash and whatnot. Like, and then I look at America and like cans, plastics, everything goes into recycling. Like if it's recyclable, and yeah, because usually things that are recyclable, they would just have like a little recycle symbol on it on the bottom.
That used to be the same here. That they just had that symbol. By now, literally every packaging comes with like instructions of what they are, so you don't throw them into the wrong bins.
Okay, yeah.
Like that, there's literally like labels on them that say like wait, let me see if I have something here.
One thing I don't understand, at least here, is how to recycle like broken electronics. Because I know you can't recycle those, throw those away normally because they have iron batteries.
We have like a freaking trash collection like site where you can take all other stuff that's like electronics and like other stuff you can throw into bins.
Okay.
Like electronics, old batteries.
Yeah, because I know
old freaking furniture, because you can't just throw that into a bin.
Yeah, no, that's for street cleaning.
That's not a thing here.
Excuse me? Then how do you guys get rid of your furniture? Unused furniture.
We literally take it to a site that collects it for us. We put it into our freaking car, drive it to that site, and get it out there.
Okay. For us, we didn't need to do that because there is a specialized dump truck, but like
you can also order like a one big container that is just for like stuff like that, and put it in there and have it taken away, but you pay for that. If you take it there yourself, you pay nothing. Unless it's like there's some stuff that you need to pay for, but I think that's mostly like toxic stuff, I think.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe that's yeah, I don't know. It's also the same site also takes like old frickin' like frying oil and stuff like that. Like vegetable oil that you use for frying. You collect that and bring that there as well. Where do you guys dump that?
Vegetable oil?
Yeah. Used up vegetable oil from like a deep fryer.
I don't know for the places like, I don't know, like Wendy's, McDonald's and whatnot, but for us, we usually just, oh dear, you're probably gonna cringe.
Dump it into the frickin' drain or something?
Yeah, excluding pig grease, of course.
Nobody uses pig grease.
I mean the grease from the bacon and pork and whatnot. That will destroy your clog drain.
Yeah, any oils will eventually clog your drains because frickin' they like react with any kind of frickin'
the floor is not done yet, by the way.
How?
I don't know.
But yeah, they react like chemically with anything that's a base and form soaps. So yeah, those get stuck.
There you go.
In the drain anyway, so it's gross.
Yeah, I didn't know there was actually a dumping place for used oil and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's basically a dumping place for anything that you can't put into a bin. Anything that includes literal toxic waste, like I don't know, freaking old paint thinner or stuff like that, like chemical waste. used up vegetable oil, freaking, I don't know,
I-
fuel that you don't use anymore if you want to like get rid of it, or like not that you were allowed to freaking like change the oil on your car yourself, but if you were to drain the oil of your car, that would go there.
Yeah. Well, this is
Not that you're allowed to do that on by yourself on your own property, because holy crap!
Oh, you
if
can't
that
change
gets
your own oil?
Oh, if that gets onto the ground and into the frickin' water, that would be a really great idea.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think that's more smarter because, I mean, you have no idea how many times I would see, like, when I see, like, a neighbor change, like, their car's oil and whatnot, they sometimes make a bit of spills, and, yeah.
Like, you're not even allowed to, unless you, like, you're not even allowed to use, like, soap or like, anything like that for washing your car.
Oh, so you're actually forced to go to a car wash?
Either go to a car wash or just use a power washer without any kind of, like,
Oh.
soap in it.
My goodness, there's definitely a lot to Europe that I need to learn.
Because, you know, most people don't have, like, completely, like, concrete floors around their friggin' cars that just go to a drain. So the stuff would also end up, like, in the ground where it doesn't belong.
Yeah. Yeah, the suburbs here usually just have, I think you might have probably seen it in some videos, but, like, they have drain, like, or just those pockets that go into the drains and stuff eventually. I don't know what the, I guess, like, I don't know the proper words, I'm sorry. Because I never really look into these things that much, so... Yeah, I brain derp. Okay, this one's not done yet. Wow.
Yeah, seriously, just in general, every time it comes to any sort of, like, waste management, and I see what the US is doing, I'm like, what the...
Yeah, kind of makes me feel like compared to Europe, they're just very poorly developed.
Sometimes it really feels like the US is just a frickin' developing country.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I just really don't like
Then
a lot of
again,
the systems
then
here.
again, I've seen, like, concepts from developing countries that are better than the US's concept for trash management, but
Yeah.
it's weird.
You know, I still find it very strange that, like, a lot of the US signs usually they use words rather than
Pictograms,
mostly, like, I mean,
yeah.
there's picture, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
really
mean,
weird.
Yeah, or words.
'Cause-
Yeah, because I mean, I start feeling bad for like a foreigner trying to understand like what the sign is, and then they end up getting in trouble because like they didn't do what the sign says or whatnot.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read it.
Yeah, or something like that. And I mean,
like, but seriously, yeah. I once saw like a freaking comparison of like the interior of a car made in America versus one made in, I think, like Japan. The Japanese car, like any of the European cars, had pictograms on everything. The
Pictograms?
like pictures that tell you what everything was. The American car had text, like it had words in English.
Yeah. I didn't know about the cars.
Yeah,
like,
the cars, like everything here has pictures instead of frickin' writing, because that way you don't have to frickin' have an own version of it for every frickin' market in Europe, because every frickin' country has its own frickin' languages. So like you don't have to have one in German, in French, in English, in Spanish and Italian and Polish and every frickin' Slavic language there is.
Yeah. I like the concept of them having pictures to show like what's what. Actually, you know what? It might be an idea to flash like the two comparisons on screen. I don't know, like.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, so probably note that down somewhere for the editing.
Yeah.
I also probably need to see those on Discord later too, because I actually kind of need to see what you mean. But yeah. But hey, I mean, like it's fun to learn the new things. So yeah. Things that America doesn't teach because they don't like to teach about the outside world for some reason. So yeah. And pretty much forcing me to learn things on my own about things.
Like
I do not want to be a
I've recently seen like a video that was suggested to me by YouTube for some reason, where somebody was talking about like an American that moved to Germany, who was like talking about how weirdly different the concept of like the entire work moral is between America and Europe, because here, like in America, people like to say you should not take any vacations, you should not take any sick days, you should work as much as you possibly can, and
yeah, that's
like,
unfortunately the work culture of America.
Yeah.
It's like work, work, work. You don't even get any vacation days off, and it's kind of near impossible, even say like for people that should take like maternity leave, especially. No, you got to go back to work immediately.
Oh, dude, really that wow, that I didn't even know that. But yeah. So in Europe, at least, I'm going to speak for Austria and by extension Germany, because we basically have the same laws regarding, at least regarding work. You have a you have a guaranteed amount of like vacation days that are guaranteed to you by law that you are supposed to take off per year. And like you can literally get into trouble if you don't take vacation.
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
Like it's required for you to take vacation. Like your company that you work at is gonna get in trouble if they don't let you take as much vacation as you rightfully can.
Yeah.
For like same for like freaking getting sick. If you get sick and you like have your doctor confirm that you are not able to work in the condition you're in, then you are not going to work, period.
Yeah. And actually, here's something that I remember. There was an article about like a lady that got really, really sick. She worked for Walmart, and of course, like she was very ill. Like she was in no condition to work whatsoever. So, and I think like the doctor even approved that she's not fit to work and stuff like that. And then I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks, days, I don't know. I forgot the how the actual article went.
Yeah.
They pretty much fired her. They fired her.
That would literally be a violation in pretty much all of the EU.
Yeah, and pretty much like the lady did her job just fine. She was not slacking off or whatnot, but yeah. Unfortunately, the lady died though because like she had something that was I guess like she couldn't be saved, but yeah. But still, like I like the concept like other countries have. Like I mean, not all of them are the best, but I mean like they're kind of more humane than here. Yeah.
I mean also because you were talking about the whole sickness thing. One thing that you will not be able to do over here is go bankrupt over getting sick, which is totally a thing in the US because you guys over there have like no freaking healthcare.
Yeah, and I mean like everything is like thousands and thousands of dollars. And the thing is that like actually here's the thing. Okay, I know in Germany it's illegal to not call an ambulance on somebody,
Ja,
especially if they're possibly sick, because you'll get
ja,
fined. I
ja,
know that.
that unterlassene
In
Hilfeleistung.
America,
Yep.
yeah. In America, if you call someone, like an ambulance on someone, they're going to sue you. And that is legal, apparently, in the country. They will want to, drain you dry to pay off their, like, the bills that you pretty much put on their lap because they cannot pay it themselves. So that's why you would see, like, people begging, like, please do not call an ambulance, because rather people would just take the pain and remain crippled rather than have to pay all that money. Because, yeah, that's how bad the healthcare is here. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
because over here, as long as you like work for like any company or like anything, if you have a job, you are insured, like by law.
Yeah.
So you have insurance, and that covers definitely any expenses for frickin' ambulance in case of you actually needing an ambulance.
Yeah.
Also
Speaking of
covers
an ambulance,
like
it
most other
costs
stuff.
so much money to call an ambulance on somebody, too. So you've got that bill on top of, like, the treatment as well. And what really surprises me is that, like, okay, so there was this girl who's from America. She was in
Yeah.
France. So she got hit by a car, and because, like, her brain was stuck in America, essentially. So she was pleading this guy who was calling an ambulance, and I'm really, please, please, no, I don't want to pay all that much money. And then the guy said, what, it's only like 7 or 8 euros to call an ambulance. And that's when she was surprised that it was so cheap to call an ambulance.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah, and she
even
was glad that
even
she lived
if
in
you
France.
end up having to pay for it, it's not gonna be thousands of euros.
Yeah, because the sad thing in America is that, like, money is everything. You would have to pretty much, like, be as rich as a politician to survive. That's how bad it is here. No, I need this one. There we go. So, yeah, like, it actually makes me fear for my life living here, so, yeah. I mean, the thing is that, like, even if I did go to Europe, like, I still, like, my German is still not perfect at all. I mean, like, I can understand and pick up a couple of words, but I'm still a little bit conscious of pronunciations because I just don't want to get mocked for not saying something right.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
like just
'Cause
from personal experience, nobody in Austria or Germany is going to mock you for your pronunciation for the most part.
because I'm genuinely trying my best because I've gone off of the language for years because my folks stopped speaking German in 2005. They converted to French after losing a relative that was pretty much the anchor to the language. So yeah. So like I'm not gonna speak French, no way. The words are deceiving, especially when you're trying to say something. Like how the hell are you supposed to know like this letter or like in this word is silence and it's just
Yeah,
I can't.
French is to me like completely not a language I want to ever speak. Like
It's really pretty when I hear
freaking like
somebody.
freaking
Go ahead.
English already doesn't freaking write stuff the way they say it. French is even worse about that.
I don't know for English.
Nothing like half of the stuff in English is not written the way it is pronounced.
Do you have a couple of examples? If that's all right.
I mean, let's see. Frickin'.
This graffiti is very stubborn.
I'm
What?
legit drawing a blank on a frickin' example of something that's
Oh, that's okay.
not written the way it's pronounced.
That's okay.
I mean, depends on
really need to try and
then again, there's like words that literally are pronounced the same but written differently. Like for instance, word the word dye as in a color that you put on something, and the word dye as in dyeing. Yes. They're pronounced the same but written completely different.
Yeah,
and mean completely different things. Have nothing to do with each other, but why?
I don't know. English is pretty much like a blender without the lid on, as what my friend from Canada would quote.
That's an interesting. That's interesting analogy.
I don't know where she came up with the idea, but I love it.
Or for instance, there's like 3 different theirs.
Oh yes.
There with an apostrophe as in they are, there as in a location, and there as in possessive pronoun.
Yeah, that's another.
Which is all written differently but pronounced the fucking same.
And actually, here's the weird thing. I would see a lot of Americans use that pronoun very, very wrong. And I'm just like, no, you mean this and this and this.
Yeah. You mean there.
Yeah.
Or
or your and your as well.
Yeah, same thing.
I would see people use them incorrectly as well. And I'm just like, why?
You're with an apostrophe. You fucking are. You're without possessive fucking pronoun.
Yeah.
And one more thing that people like to do wrongly that I stop breaking my arm.
Go ahead.
One more thing that people like to do wrongly, using could off or should off instead of could have and should have. Where I'm like, dude, like could off that should have.
Yeah, should,
with an apostrophe should
or
fucking
shouldn't.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should fucking have, but should off just means you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I don't know, but,
why would anybody like if you misheard freaking should've to be should off?
Yeah.
Somebody should have corrected you like a million years ago.
There's also one for had and hadn't. I sometimes not sure. Like I don't know. Like some of them I can't really pinpoint as well. But yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, hell, like I self-taught myself this, and like it's still a little bit tricky, because I mean, like I wasn't able to kind of, I guess like, sort of fluently say it until around like when I graduated high school, because the amount of parroting I'd have to do to actually get the words pinpointed. And yes, I did do a lot of parroting because.
Yeah. I mean, anything that works, I guess. But yeah, like that's stuff that I just don't get why people get them wrong.
Yeah, I don't know either. You know, now that I think about it,
native speakers at that sometimes.
Yeah. You know, I should have probably checked to see like how good is the language system, because like up until like middle school and then high school, like there's an option to get language classes, mostly for Spanish, French,
obviously,
and German, as well as Chinese. I have to wonder how the system is like, and what exact dialect are they teaching? Because I don't know if America actually goes with standard high or not. German.
I'd assume like standard high German is literally the standard for German. Literally we use standard High German for everything that's written. So, yeah.
Yeah, but there's also some cases where some teachers that actually get a job in the language department for schools. Some of them might be from other dialects, so they might end up teaching their dialect that they were raised with to.
Now they probably won't teach a dialect in a language class ever.
I don't know.
Because
America can be a bit weird with
that
things.
would be like somebody who like grew up in England and like lived in like parts of London, certain parts, and they just end up freaking teaching people Cockney for some reason. I don't know. That makes no sense.
I've never even heard of the Cockney version of England, like English accent. But my friend gave me an example, and I was very genuinely confused because I'm so used to the common Londoner dialect. Because a lot of Brits I've encountered mostly lived around the London area. So
yeah, well, it is the most populous area of the UK. So
yeah, true.
that would make sense. But yeah, I mean, like when I think British, I mostly think like either London or frickin'
yeah.
What's the other one? Brighton, I think. In terms of accent, because that's like the two accents that I've heard on like YouTubers that I watched.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know, but yeah. Oh, some of the things here are not done yet. The lower columns and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean the stuff where the frickin' oh yeah, you did get rid of the graffiti. It's fine. But yeah. I can't walk up a ladder if I'm in aiming mode.
Yeah, I have to force myself to, yeah. Because that's when I can't keep myself steady on the ladder. But,
yeah.
But yeah, like, it's, I just really like the concept, like, that is a lot more sophisticated than here. Like, when it comes to, like, I guess, like, daily life-to-life things.
Mm.
Yeah, like I look at like the concept of like Europe's stuff, or at least like Austria and Germany's stuff that you've already said, and then I compare it to here, and I'm just like, damn, America is like backwards. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Sorry to all Americans, but honestly, I do see a lot of things that are just kind of.
I'm pretty sure like most people would agree on the like working rights stuff that.
Yeah.
That's completely ass backwards in America.
Yeah, because honestly, I feel like because of that work culture, like people are just missing out on things in life. I mean, like that's just my opinion.
In like in America, it seems like you live to work instead of working to live.
Yeah, it kind of feels like just enslaved to work. So like the only thing is like work, sleep, or like, and then like I mean, most of the time, some people barely even get a chance to eat either.
I mean, if you work more than 6 hours a day here, you are forced by law to take at least half an hour break.
Mm-hmm. Actually, like there are some. I don't even know how many hours of break people do because I don't work. I usually just do other stuff because I'm disabled. So.
But yeah, by law, you are supposed to take at least half an hour of break if you work for 6 or more hours.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm genuinely just scared of getting a job here because because I mean like even if you're late to work, you get punished severely. So, yeah. And then usually your coworkers will start to mock you as well. I've heard of cases like that too.
Yeah, that's definitely not a thing here. I mean, one of my colleagues at work, like, literally was late to work every goddamn day. By, like, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes usually.
Oh my.
I mean, we did make fun of him for being late every time, but that was like all in like
Good faith.
good faith. Yeah, that was like all good fun. Like we
At least he's doing his job, yeah?
Yeah.
Or her job.
Yeah, he was doing his job fine. I mean, he quit in the meantime, but yeah, but yeah, he was doing his job. He just came in later than everybody else.
Yeah. It's apparently, it feels like it's a severe crime to be late in the States, because
Like-
they would then see you as like a useless fodder, and then you're just kicked out.
I
At
mean,
least that's how I'm seeing it.
that's definitely not like that's. If that happens here, that's more of a company work climate kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's not the general rule, at least not from my experience.
Yeah.
So because, I mean, where I work at, if you come in late by like 10 or 20 minutes once, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, it could also
apart
be
from-
like maybe the other person was
go
late
ahead.
because they probably live too far from their job. I don't know.
No, that's not the reason.
Oh.
That's not the reason.
Definitely can't be traffic, because Europe is not well known for having tons of traffic.
It depends. You could get into like a traffic jam around here as well, but I mean, it's unlikely. I mean,
I thought
traffic is pretty freaking stupid if there's like, I don't know, freaking construction sites on the road or something like that. There you
I thought
definitely gonna
traffic
lose.
was more or less kind of non-existent in Europe, because like I would always
Oh
hear
my God.
about traffic.
Medic,
I would hear traffic.
look at the webcams of the Wiener Tangente, which is like a big highway part next to Vienna. And at like, I don't know, 7 in the morning our time. It's literally packed full.
Oh goodness. I literally thought that there would be no traffic systems because of how like sophisticated everything is in Europe, which means that it's
don't
a lot
worry.
more managed, like more managed.
It's more well managed, like freaking. It's not freaking I don't know, New York rush hour, but
Yeah.
there's literally traffic jams on the Tangente every freaking day. Südosttangente is just not freaking going to be open for like normal traffic
Sorry, I fell.
at all, ever, in the morning or in the afternoon. I'm glad I don't live in Vienna and don't need to go there. But then again, like, I mean,
Wouldn't- Graz also have that as well.
I mean, it depends.
Sorry if I'm not
Sometimes,
pronouncing it right.
I mean, sometimes we do have like traffic jams due to like the usual morning traffic, but I don't really like that. Doesn't really apply to me because I don't live far enough from my workplace to be like needing a car. Like I either bike in the summer or I take the bus in winter, and that's it.
Oh god.
Oh, that's
I don't think I'll
another.
ever.
By the way, that's another thing. Public transport is like completely ass garbage in America.
Yeah, like I remember somebody saying like basically an American that actually has traveled to different places, and they say that don't rely on American transport, and that was one of the things not to do in America that somebody did. And
Yeah.
for me personally, I'm not going to take the bus either way, regardless if I'm in the States or if I'm in Europe, because to me, when I look at the map schedule for bus, I feel like I'm looking at nonsense. That's just my personal thing, because I cannot understand that. And added, I'm scared of being squished in buses as well, because
I mean, you might have the feeling of getting squished in a bus if you go like during like peak traffic hours here. That's totally a thing. Like sometimes it's so packed that I literally like you couldn't fall over because there's literally somebody standing left and right of you. That's
it's just something. What I'm scared is getting oh, what is that fancy word again? Asphyxiation?
Asphyxia?
Like, yeah, or something like that. Like, I've seen people get that when they get crowd crushed before.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Because,
it's
like,
never that full, though. That
true.
you'd literally get crushed.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's just that for me, I've heard of that horror in, like, that actually happened years ago, like in different parts of the States. I think there was like 2 that happened in Germany, and then there was one, the most recent one that happened in South Korea. But yeah,
I never heard of those. But yeah,
I never heard of the other ones. I've only heard of the one in South Korea.
Never heard of that either.
Lord.
But, yeah. And
this is why I prefer my space.
I don't particularly like riding the bus either because it's usually freaking packed in the morning. But it sure beats standing in like a traffic jam. And there is literally traffic in like to an extent that I stand there with my car for an extended period of time if I was to drive to my workplace. With the bike, I just go past that entire traffic jam.
Mm-hmm. You know, actually, like, speaking of traffic, I'm gonna assume it's illegal in Europe to, like, for motorcycles to kind of, like, drive on the lanes and stuff like that. Because people in motorcycles will do that here in the States. So, like, when you're in a traffic jam, you'll see them, like, drive on the little, lanes.
Like on the
motorway,
on the like the divider thing between the lanes.
Yes. People can do that in America.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, they will do that here.
I mean, what you're allowed to do is on both a bike and a motorbike, like in the city, if there is enough room to the right of the cars standing at like an intersection waiting for like a traffic light to go green. You can go like past that all the way to the front on the right side. That's something you can't do. What you can?
Oh no, I was talking about the motorway, not
on
regular roads.
like on the frickin' like on the highway. No.
Oh, you call them highways in Austria?
I mean, we call them Autobahn, but
yeah, Autobahn. I know that one.
But yeah, I usually translate it as highway.
Yeah. I think it's because a lot of Americans also say highway more as well.
Yeah.
But I'm so used to, because I've been more exposed to the Brits over the years, so it kind of stuck with me just to say motorway.
Yeah, I usually translate it as highway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it makes more sense.
Also, if there is a traffic jam on the highway, you're supposed to like, if there's like 2 lanes, the left goes all the way to the left and the right goes all the way to the right and stands there. So any ambulances or anything that needs to go past can go through.
Yeah.
It's called Rettungsgasse.
Yeah. That's what I love about Germany. Like, they are so respectful towards ambulances. I love it.
Yeah, that's called Rettungsgasse. So literally like rescue freaking lane, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where
I
like
genuinely love that.
I mean, it doesn't always work. Like, not always there is actually like people doing that, but it should.
I think you'll be horrified with how America treats ambulances. I will say that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, you know, the lifespan rates in America is, you know, it's kind of embarrassing compared to other parts of the world as well.
Average
Like,
lifespan?
Average lifespan.
I don't know the average lifespan of my country or the States, so
It's definitely a lot better than the States, because...
I mean, with the absolutely ginormous amount of obesity going on in the US, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's not
Also,
just that.
also freaking crime rates and freaking like, yeah, just generally, I'm not surprised by America having lower life expectancy.
It's not just the obesity and whatnot, but it's also like because of their really super loose gun laws. As well.
That's the other thing, yeah.
They love their guns. It makes me sick.
Yeah. It's also the reason why freaking America has like school shootings every other week.
Yeah, and they rank the highest than any other country in the world for that too. I think the last I saw was like, I think around like total, by the way, not average. A total of like, I think 600 or 700 now. Which makes me cringe.
That is gross. Anyway, I fell off.
I saw that you just sprayed across my screen.
Wording?
Yeah, like you sprayed your PowerWash across my screen, and I saw like the spray on the walls. So yeah, good job. Okay, but yeah, like it makes me wish all the more to like just like, of course no country's perfect, but at least like a country that has better laws with the gun, like so people can't get their hands on it easily.
I mean, like you can get your hand on one pretty easily here as well, but there is like freaking regulations as to where you can take that gun, which is basically nowhere. How you have to transport it if you do, where you have to store the gun and the ammunition.
Yeah.
Which is like not a thing that there is laws for in the US for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, like, even, like, people out in public, like, they may have a gun on them, too. Like, you wouldn't even know, because they keep it hidden in their clothes.
Concealed carry is something that I absolutely have no idea why it is legal anywhere.
I don't know, but, hey, it's America. They love their guns, and it makes me sick, because it makes me...
Because you can't even openly carry a gun around here.
Yeah.
Let
Actually,
alone...
But,
yeah.
Here's the thing, like you would probably be easily, like, you would easily know, like, who's an American tourist, like, if you were to encounter them, like, in, I guess, like, anywhere parts of Austria, because people in America will jump at, like, say, like, if a firework went off, or, I don't know, like, a loud bang, whatever you can think of that mimics that, they would start to, like, duck and cover thinking, like, there's a shooting going on, because... Like, that is so regular in America that,
Have fun going anywhere during New Year's Eve here.
Yeah. New Year's Eve is probably
like
not going to be...
Probably the only exception, yeah. But still...
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Next week, the frickin' fair starts in Graz. So, they're... Fair. Like, freaking
like an event, yeah?
Yeah. they're probably gonna have a firework for the start of that. Because they always do. So have fun being here then. If you're that jumpy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I probably might jump at first, but then eventually I get used to the sound very quickly. It's just like...
Because around here, if you hear, like, bangs outside of any sort, it's like, why the hell is anybody shooting firework at this time of the year?
Yeah.
And that's all the reaction you'll get.
Yeah, and then, like, and then you have an American, unfortunately, will get jumpy because they would think that there's a shooting going on. Because, unfortunately, that is the thing with, loose, loose gun laws here, is that you can carry a gun and carry it anywhere without consequence. Unless you shoot it at someone, then you get arrested. And I don't understand this concept either. And the thing is that, like, the Constitution of the United States is so goddamn old. Like, it was supposed to be changed, like, over the years, but no. Apparently it's sacrilege to them. So, yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, and then here's the weird thing. Every time a school shooting happens, or any type of shooting, like at a store, or like, I don't know, like, wherever, they would, like, you would start hearing people cry about, like, gun law reform. They never do it.
Yeah.
The same thing happens again. They never do it. And yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so messed up. It just makes me, like, just question why my folks decided to move here. So, yeah. I'm just like, no, please, no. Yeah. But, yeah. I saw you pushed me.
I was freaking watching The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah, I was watching Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. You know what? Before I even think about any other place, there's a couple of gnomes we missed. Yeah.
Is there?
I'm gonna go backwards a little bit to get other parts before I think about getting all the way to the top, because, yeah. Okay, let's change to this one. Yeah, because this gnome I'm washing is not done yet, which should be just behind you, but... There we go, that one's done. But, yeah, honestly, it's just terrifying. You know, I don't think I even want to know what a European would think if they start hearing, like, things that sound like a gunshot or whatnot, but I don't know. Because, like, if they were to visit America. But, yeah.
I mean, if we were to visit America, we'd probably freaking look for somebody shooting as well, because literally everybody here knows that America has, like, stupidly high like gun violence.
Yeah.
Because
where is the outer wall? Yeah. Yeah. I definitely preferred, like, yeah. Again, like, no country is perfect, but I mean, I would say, like, it's better than having to, like, fear for your life with, like, the whole loose gun laws, I guess. Yeah. At least that's just my opinion. Where is the lower... Where's the outer wall? Oh, this. Okay, so I just gotta look for whichever one is flashing. Because apparently we missed one somewhere.
Huh?
We missed an outer wall somewhere.
Really?
I'm trying to find it. Yeah.
I can't really pinpoint that from up here.
Yeah, no, because you won't see the outer wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it? Because I don't see it flashing up. Yeah, I can barely see it flashing because the color. Goodness. Oh, getting that now. There we go. All right, gnome statue. I'm not gonna worry about that. Outer wall decorations. We apparently missed this one. There we go. Raised pool walls. Oh, this one. This one is not done yet. Oh, because it didn't clean the underside of it. This one. Okay, that should be all of them. Oh no, there's still more that isn't done. Okay, this one. There we go. Upper basin wall. There's one that isn't done. Oh, I see.
And other than that, it's just the gnome and the statues, at the gnome statue and the rocks up here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the rocks clean at the
There
moment.
we go. Yeah,
Still-
I'm coming up now.
Still power washing the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I don't have my soundboard anymore because I'm not using voice mod. And I don't have like a sound clip of like Dwayne The Rock Johnson either. So.
I don't know
Otherwise,
what the rock is cooking.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand why that's a meme. Like, what's the... How did that even happen? Like, yeah.
How did
'Cause
that?
I used to hear...
How did that happen? Because that was one of his catchphrases in WWE.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Okay,
rocks.
there's the rocks. Now we just have the gnome statue. I like how this gnome has a crown on. Like, it's like the king of gnomes.
Up.
Yeah. Using my head as a step ladder, I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Continues to fall.
Yep. Wanted to clean the inside of the, like, jar that he's holding. I need to go to Stubby. This is way too close otherwise.
Auto. Dead man. Auto. Your arm is reeking out. Oh my god. That looks so wrong. That looks so wrong from my end.
By the way, if that was supposed to be German, then that was a very American pronunciation of auto.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm crying. I don't know how.
That was a very American
I'm sorry.
pronunciation.
So disappointed.
Because that's
with me.
literally like the auto in automatic. That's what it was
Auto.
that you said.
Yeah.
AU in German is au.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Auto.
Auto.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oops. Inside the frickin' jar.
Here, use my head.
Ah. Well, that's one way to use your head.
Am I not tall enough?
And then you're a micropat. What the hell were you expecting?
Basically crushing my body under your boots, essentially.
Okay, that. Okay. Is there still anything like? Okay,
on
here.
his
There
trousers.
we go.
There we go. Nice.
the time accelerated like thing that still looks the same as on the first time. Because we did literally the same thing.
Yeah. Well, at least we kind of like just... Yeah, never mind. Anyways,
Good.
I'm ready for golf.
Golf.
You know, I think I'm pretty terrible at golf with your friends. Just...
I don't know. I haven't played against you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try and make random guesses until I'm out of strokes, essentially.
Oh, great. That's totally the best way to do stuff. Gate.
I don't get why the game forces me like into the white nozzle every time I start it.
Yeah, I
it
don't
even
know
does
either.
that in,
I don't know either why it does that. It does that. It just does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna parkour up there because I can. Nobody needs ladders.
Use my head then. Oh.
Don't think I need your head. See?
Nope.
Parkour is way more fun than using you as a stepladder.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the floor first before I start with the second thing. You can actually pick up the golf ball, by the way.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you can pick up the golf ball.
Wait. E? No. F? How?
You have to directly put your cursor on it. Just make sure you're not in aim mode.
I'm not.
'Cause you...
F? No.
I got it.
Yeah.
Ah!
That's,
snap back.
It doesn't work like that. E? No.
I can pick it up just
I
fine.
can't. I can't. I literally can't.
It's a tiny hitbox.
F,
So
F. Nope.
F to doubt or no X to doubt. I don't know.
I mean, it works fine for the ladders. I don't know.
Disappointed with me because they have a bigger hitbox.
It can't have a that tiny of a hitbox that I can't freaking. I needed to crouch.
I didn't mean to crouch at all. I don't know. So disappointed with me.
Hole in one.
Very greatly. Yep, very disappointed with me. Let's get this little bit here, then continue the rest of the floor.
First hole. What was that?
I don't know.
First hole. Oh,
First
okay,
sign?
yeah, no. I didn't know what it said after that, and it's just that looks like a kind of flower. A daisy.
I wonder. Yeah.
And I'm like, what daisy? What? And then I was like, oh yeah, the flower.
Nothing.
Those, by the way, those have like one of the weirdest freaking names in German that any of like any plant.
A daisy?
Yeah. They're called Gänseblümchen, which literally, like, if you literally translate it, it's like little goose flower.
Huh? guess that's because maybe I don't know if the geese will eat it. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's edible. Like, the flower is literally edible by humans, so I wouldn't be surprised if... Yeah. You can eat daisies. You can eat daisy flowers.
My brain is kind of broken at the moment. I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, you can.
Actually, now that you
fully
say
edible.
that, the lessons in school don't teach you about what plants are edible. At least, like in terms of flowers, at least. But, yeah.
I mean,
I am not going to eat a daisy, though. No, thank you. Because
I mean, they don't taste particularly amazing.
no. Well, it's not just that, but
Like,
I mean,
people-
why would I eat something
people-
so pretty?
Like, yeah, also that. I mean, there's literally there's hundreds on every freaking backyard here, so it doesn't matter. But
Added, it's not gonna be particularly good because you don't even know if like animals have nibbled on it whatsoever. So yeah.
I mean, you wash it first, obviously.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna
There's
pick
the
it
wall.
up and eat it. It's not like a potato chip. Don't just take it and eat it. But yeah, Death Note references aside,
Death Notes? Oh gods.
yeah, I'll take the potato chip and eat it. The meme part, like.
I don't watch Death Note because I don't like violent, like too violent stuff like that.
I mean, it's not even violent.
I thought it was because of how the themes look about like how I've seen like from GIFs. I guess I don't know.
I mean, it's not even like. I mean, you. I actually have a hard time thinking of any scene that would be considered violent. It's more of a psychological thriller. Which
yeah,
probably
no.
also not your thing, but
No, because actually I had to get some help when like some of the scenes in Neon Genesis kind of made me question a lot of things, and not again, never again.
I have not watched Neon Genesis. I should probably watch that.
It's, I'm very confused about the concept now because like I'm seeing like a lot of like the protagonist just being either paired together with the German girl Oscar or the other girl Ray. I don't know, like I always thought that wasn't the case, like I don't know. Like I'm only seeing it from like statues and stuff, by the way, not from GIFs and whatnot, so I wouldn't know if like Shinji was paired with somebody or not. So yeah, I'm seeing statues of that though, sometimes Shinji being together with one of the two girls.
I have absolutely no clue because I have no idea about that show at all. But yeah,
I've seen a couple. I've seen it played, I think, after Full Metal Alchemist when it was on Adult Swim. So I remember first seeing Inuyasha, then it was Full Metal Alchemist, and then Neon Genesis.
I don't think Neon Genesis ever aired here. I don't even know, I don't even know if that has a German dub, honestly.
I wouldn't know, cause after the one of the episodes kind of really messed with my head, I chose to avoid it like the plague. After that,
yeah,
'cause I don't want to get brain scrambled again.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like some of the things are not for everyone, so.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of like the super popular old anime did not get a German release around the time I watched anime on TV, so I never watched that. For instance, I never watched frickin' Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood until like I started this year.
I've watched a little bit of like Full Metal Alchemist, like the original one. Like I never tried Brotherhood, but I did watch the original one at least.
I did not watch that one either, and since I hadn't watched either, I was like obviously going with the one that's more closely following the storyline of the manga.
I don't know how much the original one follows, but I do know that I actually don't even know if Brotherhood follows like with the same themes that Full Metal Alchemist like original does, because
there is like a comparison frickin' like on like
yeah,
I think a fan wiki or something. Which,
yeah, the regular Full Metal Alchemist had a lot of like really strong themes, or like it's especially some that are hinted. So yeah.
I mean, the frickin' I mean the first part is basically identical. They only like deviate at the point where the manga was not yet finished at the time the original Full Metal Alchemist anime aired. So, yeah.
The butterflies are not Schmetterling.
That was correct.
You know, that's like I remember just randomly running that through the Google Translate for no reason, and then that was one of the things I could easily remember. So yeah.
I saw a meme once where people were like comparing the word for butterfly in every language.
Yeah. And the guy just aggressively just says
yeah,
Schmetterling. Right? Yeah, I saw that video. I don't know why the guy is kind of forced to make like the German words sound so aggressive, because
I mean it sounds by itself harder than any of the freaking other ones. Like butterfly doesn't sound hard. Papillon doesn't sound hard. It's a French.
Sorry, what was that word?
Huh?
What was that word you said?
French for butterfly, papillon.
Papillon.
That's like one of the very few words of French that I actually remember, because there was like a freaking
do you know sun and moon in French?
I do not.
Soleil is sun, lune is moon.
Well, that could have been easily deducted from any other Latin-based language, because I know it in like Italian. Because that's Luna as in the moon, because Luna, and freaking I think Sole is Sole is
I see.
sun. My Italian is limited to the few things I picked up when we visited like my
Italy?
great aunt and in Italy, because she like married an Italian guy and like lived down there. That's like why I know a little bit of Italian. I mean, I had the option of taking Italian as like a second foreign language in school, but I decided to do Latin instead. Because we had the choice either Italian or Latin, and I thought, yeah, well, might as well have like an idea of Latin.
Where did the ball go? Oh no, there it is. Oh wait, why can't I move it? I can't spray it. I can pick it up, but I can't spray it.
Weird.
It's where's the ball for you?
The ball is right here.
Can you move it, or?
Yeah, I can. I literally put it there with the like PowerWash. I can do this, and it moves.
Yep. I can't spray it. Client vision.
Some things will stay the same, like over multiple games. Client vision, for instance.
Yep.
That exists everywhere.
Yep. And I'm the only one who has the client vision goggles, as per usual.
Seeing as I usually am the one hosting.
Yes.
Unless it's a game that actually has servers.
Yep.
Which this doesn't.
And poor net coding.
Yeah. Like
I miss that
VCD.
from Viscer. Yeah, I miss that from Viscer Detail because all I can just do is put a pair of legs in there.
Yeah. Just put some legs in there and the box is freaking out.
Yes.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking back to when you had client vision and then I had the brightest idea to put a pair of legs and watch you react to it, because I am a sucker for people reacting to things.
Flashback.
Flashback.
That much, but I'm surprised that you have very little ping on my server, which
Okay.
what did you do?
I didn't do anything. The box says, what the hell? Wow. Lags are really good at freaking out boxes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What?
Yo. Yo.
Think I'm innocent.
Is the box actually down there or...
I just tossed an empty one up there.
Oh, okay, that box is for some reason hanging in midair out there.
End of flashback.
Yes. Oh, you're probably gonna have to rip one of your vids, like
Yeah.
the old ones. Oh, you'll have to make note of that.
I mean, I literally don't need to rip it. I can just download it from YouTube.
Yeah, true.
YouTube lets you download from your own channel.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It does let you download videos from your own channel. Exclusively from your own channel, but it lets you download that.
That's good to know. And then you're probably gonna put black and white on it. I don't
Obviously.
know. Like, to kind of...
Obviously.
Yes.
And like the flashback and the flashback frickin'
Yeah.
SpongeBob time cards, because those are funny.
Oh, I didn't know SpongeBob had that. But I don't watch it, but yeah.
I mean, I have like a video file of all time cards in SpongeBob, so the flashback and the flashback ones are also in there.
Oh, like the ones with like the hours later or years later. Okay, okay. Okay, gotcha. Oh man, I cannot wait. Just don't forget.
I wrote it down and I put a timestamp on the freaking video. Like, I have this timestamp button on my Stream Deck. I never freaking use it, so I started using it now.
Yeah. Still gotta clean the swords.
I don't know why I never use it. Because I literally made this button to be able to timestamp stuff for like edits or highlights on streams and stuff like that.
Oh my.
Don't know why I never use it. Like, I'm definitely gonna use it a lot more now because freaking Twitch lets you export, like, lets you make clips in like the aspect ratio of YouTube clips now. So, like YouTube shorts, like in like vertical format.
Oh my. Sorry,
So,
I'm still...
so I kind of wanted to start like using highlight clips from Twitch on the VOD channel as shorts. So the short freaking reel just brings in people to the VOD channel.
Yeah. Oh my. Do you actually put our recordings on your VOD as well, or?
No, only the Twitch VODs go on there.
Okay. Right, true. My brain died. I'm sorry.
Stream recordings from Twitch go on there. That's the
So
reason I
disappointed
have
with
a
me.
VOD channel, because I didn't want to clutter up the main channel with the recordings, but I also didn't want them to get deleted off of Twitch, because Twitch
Yeah.
deletes VODs after time.
After, I think, 15 days.
I mean, for me it's longer because I'm affiliated, so it's extended, but
Oh, okay.
I think partners have like even longer time. But yeah, it definitely something that I like. I mean, they store the clips and highlights if you make any indefinitely, but it still, like, I want the entire VOD to be there, just in case.
Yeah. I haven't finished the kiosk yet.
And you know, since nobody freaking watches streams after the fact on freaking Twitch, thought I might as well put it on YouTube, because there's more people watching freaking 1 to 5 hour video on YouTube than like past broadcast on Twitch.
I think it also would depend for me as well, because, sorry, I will also sometimes watch some of Doug's VODs. Only, like, if something interests me, though, because I am very picky with stuff.
I mean, I literally, like, I've watched VODs on Twitch, like, for one specific series one guy that I followed has done. But that's only because he doesn't do YouTube.
Okay.
Or not anymore,
That
that
reminds
is.
me. Speaking of...
But yeah, if he had a VOD channel, then I'd have watched it there. Because honestly, watching VODs on Twitch is just, ugh.
Yeah. You know, I've noticed that, like, when some people are really freaking famous, sometimes people would tend to record the VODs themselves, or they would just somehow rip the VODs. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, there is like stuff where people would like upload VODs of other people, yeah. But
Yeah.
seriously, not something I would usually go for. That's kind of like, you know, content theft.
Yeah. Rusty gone.
It's something else if you like do clips of the channel you watch or something. If you like upload parts of what they're doing, like highlights or something, that's totally fine. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, like I've seen people do clips and highlights of like the funny things
Yeah.
to then show the streamer like what they've missed and stuff. So I think that's fine. Because I mean, if they're genuinely showing this, like, I mean, even sometimes a streamer will ask viewers to clip something and then show it to them. So yeah,
I mean,
Doug does that.
yeah, apart from the fact that clips on Twitch are literally there to be made, it's like even if you were to like use that on a YouTube channel, like clips from other people, I think that's totally fine. There's a lot of like clips channels that just like upload clips from other streamers.
Yeah.
Like highlight clips, and I find that absolutely fine. That's like a hilarious. First of all, they're hilarious most of the time. Like I like watching clips, and second of all, it's literally free advertisement for the streamer. Like
Yeah.
If I see somebody that I find funny, then I'm gonna look up who that is and in the freaking description of the video, and then see about following them and watching them live next time.
Ah, Russ.
The
I
thing
know,
is,
like,
though, go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
No, you can.
Okay. So the guy I'm actually trying to catch, but I keep missing, he's called Icor. He does a lot of Tomb Raider stuff, and I've always seen, like, a lot of his, either his VODs or his clips and stuff like that, and I would never catch him, like, and the guy's, like, from the UK. I'm just like, it's not hard to catch somebody from the UK, because I'm so used to their time zone, because, I mean, I've had so many friends from the UK, but no, like Icor is freaking elusive a lot of the time, so yeah. And I want to see like his shenanigans in action.
I seriously don't get how somebody in the UK could stream at times where you don't catch them.
I don't know either. I mean, then again, most of the time I'm nocturnal, so
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, like, that's like what, afternoon here.
Yeah.
Middle of the night for you is afternoon here. That shouldn't be a like problem. No, what? But whatever.
Then again,
the other way around though, and that's what I was going to say. That actually fits really well into what I was going to say. I hate it so much being 9 hours ahead of frickin' PST.
Oh, my time? Sorry?
Yeah. I hate being 9 hours ahead of your time.
Oh, do you have some streamers that you watch that are from California?
I mean,
I
do have people that I would watch if they streamed at a time that was at all feasible for me and not like in the middle of the goddamn night.
Oh.
Because usually American streamers, they either start at like the earliest I've ever seen anybody start, apart from Biznap, because he was streaming like morning his time, which was like evening here.
Biznap is American?
Yeah, Biznap is American.
I thought he was like a European.
Nope.
The whole time I thought he was a European.
No, Snaps is American. Yeah, he was streaming at like prime stream time for like Europe. So like he was streaming from like, I don't know, I think like 9 p.m. Central European time onwards.
Oh.
And I think he still does stream around that time. I just don't watch him that much anymore. Because like I mean he yeah, haha. But yeah, like usually American streamers would like stream at either they start at like 11 p.m. or like 1 a.m. or like 4 a.m. where I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna watch that?
Yeah. I'm surprised you actually have some streamers that you watch that are actually in my time zone, because I rarely come across any Americans that are here, at least, like, or in Oregon or Washington or
I mean,
whatever.
then again, like freaking I don't know, the other standard times of America are just like at the most 4 hours earlier.
Yeah, so the Americans I only ever encounter are those on the very East Coast. So,
yeah, but yeah, even if they're on the West Coast, they usually start at like 11 for my time. Like, or like 10 at the like. I've got like one guy who lives like in Georgia. He starts at like 10, 11 p.m. my time.
Man, Georgia, you know what? I love teasing Americans when it comes to Georgia, because I would always love to mess with their heads, seeing like, wait, so you mean that Georgia or this Georgia?
Yeah, the European country or the freaking American state?
Yeah, because that is so fun, because at the same time, I'm also kind of still I guess like I'm kind of showing them a piece of Europe in a sense. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's kind of fun.
I mean, then again, there is a lot of Americans who wouldn't even know of the existence of Georgia the country. So.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't aware for a long time up until like I guess maybe that's that country marble race that a Japanese guy does, and honestly, I still find that enjoyable, even though like it's a marble simulation thing, but I mean, learning the flags of a country is still kind of fun on the side. So yeah, and I mean, there were so many countries I wasn't even aware of. So thanks to that little marble thing that has the flags of a country, it's fun. So yeah.
That's by the way something. There's like freaking YouTube videos that have like country flag quizzes. And I did one once, and I'm like, dude, how do you not know that? Like, I literally got one wrong or something, and that was like a freaking African country that just happens to have a very similar flag to another African country.
Yeah. You know, one thing I would find amusing with the Americans trying to get right is Chad and Romania. They are the closest. They look very similar, but they're not that hard to think. Cause
they do look similar.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, how I can figure that out is that, like, Chad's flags, like, their colors are slightly bit darker than Romania's. I mean, like, of course, like, they're not the exact blue color, but Chad, to me, like, has darker colors.
I don't know. I haven't seen them next to each other, like, ever. They look pretty samey to me.
Well, I'll have to.
I mean, it's kind of similar with Latvia and Austria though, because they both.
They do not look the same.
They're both red, white, and red.
Yes,
but Latvia has broad, like a more narrow white band and darker red.
Exactly, that was the easy one.
Yeah,
they're not that similar. I guess like some people that are not familiar with the flags, yes, but I mean I've seen Latvia and Austria enough times thanks to the guys. If
I wouldn't know the frickin' flag of my own country, that would be very embarrassing. So.
Yeah. What I did find strange though is that like there are some countries that like their flags look a little teensy bit similar to the States, except like minus the stars and then just put something else.
For instance,
Liberia I think is one example.
Liberia?
Yeah, I think Liberia. Yeah, instead like so the stripes are there, but instead of like 50 stars, you've got one big old star. Is one of them.
Hey Google, what does the Liberian flag look like? Oh yeah, it's just one star.
Yeah. I think Malaysia is the same, except like they have a yellow star and moon. So, yeah.
Malaysia?
Yeah, Malaysia.
Yep, they have a yellow star and moon and the same stripes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm glad I spend enough time on the Japanese guy's country marble race, because, yeah.
I would not have recognized those flags specifically.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I still try to keep up with the video as well, because I do want to keep the memory strong. Because I mean, like, that's important in my opinion to yeah. I mean, the only thing I don't know, sadly, would be like where it is, because that would be a whole different video I would need to.
That's straight up geography.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Snake is not done.
If you go by a freaking One Piece YouTuber that I watch, geography is everything, so you should know that. But.
Geography. I think that would be social studies back then in, actually, no, that wouldn't count because America likes to only teach about America, and for some reason,
Then
sometimes they
you
will also
only get
highlight Canada.
American geography.
Yeah. And then, yeah, sometimes, like, the weirdest thing, like, when I was in school, for some reason, some of the lessons would highlight Canada as another state. Don't ask me why. I don't know exactly why they would think Canada is another state when it's not.
Excuse
So-
me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Back when I was in elementary school, they would highlight Canada as another state.
It's
Sometimes,
another
but-
country. Excuse me.
Yeah. I mean, like, a Canadian guy I used to befriend actually had, he had experience with a lot of Americans, like, pretty much seeing Canada as another state. And, yeah, and I mean, he was also the one who kind of, really made me more curious about the world, especially after when I made that mistake, because, yeah, again, like, I was a little kid, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't know better, so, yeah, when he chewed me pretty much, like, to the moon and back that, no, Canada is its own country, that's when I was just like, the hell did I get misled to, as well, so, yeah. And that's why I'm so curious about the world, too, because, like, I don't hear about, like, other countries. Like, maybe the only time I would ever hear about another country is only, like, on the bad stuff, like, I don't know, a plane crash or whatnot on the news, so they always like to cover the bad stuff that happens in a country, but not the good stuff, so, yeah. I mean, when does the news ever cover good stuff anymore?
Yeah, when does the news ever cover good stuff, period?
Yeah.
Because,
So,
you know, bad news are good news.
yep, apparently. I think I just heard a train.
No, you,
Or I
you
heard the
didn't.
nozzle.
You definitely didn't. You heard the nozzle.
But yeah. It is kind of a bit sad, though, that, like, that America just really doesn't, like, not only do they seem, like, really disrespectful of, like, the cultural differences in Europe or wherever else, but, yeah. It's just kind of sad that, like, they're just so brain dead to the outside world. I mean, like, I cringe still, like, when those TikTok compilations of the topic of what's the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you, and then, like, just hearing, like, a foreigner's story about, like, their experience and how cringy it is. So, yeah. It just shows how backwards America is, so, yeah. I mean, I still think it's very weird that Americans think that the outside world is is pretty much a wild, wild west, like, unexplored area or whatnot. Like, they would think that of Europe, Asia, Oceania, like, all of that is just quote unquote uncharted territory. I don't know, but it's weird. I wouldn't be surprised though if foreigners actually got a laugh of just like that.
I mean, like, even Americans get a laugh out of those kind of Americans. Because, like, there's like, clips of, like, American TV shows that interviewed people on the street, asking them to pinpoint America on a world map, and they couldn't.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I mean, like, wouldn't there even be words, or do they
No.
just, like, remove the words?
They just show you a blank map of the world.
Oh,
And people couldn't pinpoint America.
that is... that's just how
That's people,
disgusting
like-
the education is.
Sometimes some people are just really
Yeah.
dumb. And then again, there's examples of, like, shows like that from Germany as well.
Oh my goodness, I'd love to see that.
Where, like, they ask people to point something out on a map. Like, they'd like have people point out like provinces of Germany on the map, on a map of Germany, and they couldn't. In Germany.
Oh my goodness, I don't think I'd be able to memorize all of that.
I mean, as a German, you probably would if you live in Germany.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's the country you live in.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was born in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you haven't lived there in, like, forever. But,
Yeah.
but still, you know, that's the same as if you'd ask an Austrian to, like, list off the Austrian provinces and they couldn't.
Oh dear.
I mean, then again, we have less than Germany does, but still, like, come on.
I mean, added that, like, yes, I studied here in America, but, like, I wouldn't remember all of the goddamn states, because added that, like, I also don't like this country altogether, so that doesn't help.
I mean,
I can only memorize maybe just a couple, but that's it.
I am not sure I could list off all of the United States, but most of them. And I've never been to the US.
I can easily memorize Canada, because I can memorize, like, yeah.
I mean,
It's not that hard.
Canada
10
has
provinces, 3 territories.
yeah. I was about to say Canada has like the amount of provinces that like
Yeah.
that's easy.
Yeah. Cause you know, if I did ever go to Canada and somebody flashes a map, I would just have a lot of fun just pointing out where the province is. So yeah, and the territories, of course. Don't forget the territories. You know, actually, that was kind of a bit fun. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I thought like Canada was all provinces, but no, it's got 3 territories, and then that's when my buddy from Canada showed me, and she taught me a bit. So yeah, I genuinely just love like the concept of Canada a lot. So yeah. Though, you know, what I do kind of find funny is that most of the time Americans can't seem to identify who's an American or who's a Canadian, because the accents are a little bit similar, at least from personal experience.
Yeah, I mean, I
Unless-
would, and like I can like differentiate that either, because like one like the Pokemon friggin' challenge run guy that I watch, channel is called Not Dry Bread. He is Canadian. I wouldn't have been able to tell that he's Canadian from how he talks.
Oh my. Yeah, like they're very, very similar. So yeah. I think for me, the only time I can ever really kind of tell of a bit of an accent is my buddy, because yeah.
I mean, like, if they have like a stereotypical freaking Canadian accent, yeah, then sure. If they have like
the one thing I do know that Canadians often say, mostly of course only to Eastern Canadians, is A, pretty
yeah,
much.
if they say A a lot, yeah, then I'm probably gonna guess Canada.
Yeah. Of course,
but-
here's the fun thing. Western Canadians don't say
I know.
A. Like, sometimes it'll slip,
I know.
but
I know.
yeah. And actually, I did have an exchange student in my middle school that was Canadian, but that, like, unfortunately, that was during a time where I literally thought Canada was another state, so I didn't really...
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware of it, but he
Yeah.
did wear a lot of Canadian stereotypical shirts, so... Yeah, like, the concept was constantly flying over my head the whole time. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. Like the only time I'm going to like literally like have like think that somebody is from the US is if they have like a freaking southern accent. Then
Oh, yes, that's
very obviously US.
Yeah,
Like-
I feel like the middle, like the central, like middle bits of the states have an accent, but
Yeah.
Of course, New York is also another obvious one because they talk so damn fast.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, I should probably.
I mean,
show you a video later.
I actually do. I am subscribed to somebody who lives in New York, or like is from New York, I guess.
Yeah, they probably might not have the Brooklyn accent, maybe.
Nope.
Yeah, because the Brooklyn accents, they talk very damn fast.
Yeah. Like sometimes he like does a Brooklyn accent as a joke, but that's about it.
Yeah, Californians, I don't think they have much of an accent, but the very dead giveaway that they always say is like. It is part of their thing. It's not the freaking Valley Girls, but no, I mean, I've heard guys even say like, but.
Guess I have a freaking Californian accent.
I mean, even my friend kind of does that too,
I
because
mean,
I think she's exposed to me enough times.
I mean, I use that word way too much too, so
I'm sorry, I must have rubbed it onto you.
I've started using that way too much before we started recording, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know for my buddy in Canada. I think she probably got it rubbed off from me. I'd have to ask her, because, yeah. I don't know, because... Yeah. I mean, I unconsciously tend to also say it sometimes when I type things, but I usually don't really notice, essentially. I've been stuck in California for too long, I'm sorry. I mean, that's been ingrained into me ever, like, growing up here, so I don't think that'll go away eventually. And then, sorry. I also kind of caught off to the A from Canada as well a little bit. Not as much, but I did catch it off of an Ontario dude that lived there, but yeah. Because he would say it, he would say it excessively. Not on purpose, but he would say it so much that sometimes it slips up on me. And then, I did remember that normally you don't want to say that to a Canadian, and I sometimes will slip that up on my friend. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I just literally turn Canadian and apologize excessively. And yeah. And yeah. And actually, here's the funny thing. Like, sometimes when I'm just in another game or something like that, and when I make a mistake, when I apologize a lot, because I don't
People
do it
assume
because
you're Canadian.
Yeah, people would just say wait, wow, are you from Canada? I'm just like, no, I just apologize unconsciously, because I'm just very polite that way, because it's not because I'm acting like a Canadian, it's just I'm genuinely, just very apologetic and stuff like that, so, yeah. And then, sometimes I would say, you really act like a Canadian, I think you're lying to me. I'm just like, most of the time, I get speechless, because a lot of people are just so used to Canadians apologizing excessively, but for me, that's not the case that I'm doing so, but yeah. Or sometimes I would just get people saying, you effing Canadian, just stop. And it's like, I can't help it. I apologize a lot. But yeah. But yeah. I just genuinely just love Canada as well. But yeah. I'll have to look into it later. Oh gods, I'm not looking forward to cleaning the floor. I'm just gonna clean it from a distance because I don't want to destroy my eyes. Oh hey, that's the floor that's done. Wait, what? Oh, we didn't even finish the 4th floor border. The 4th hole border. Yeah. And the cave wall isn't even done.
Yeah, I know that the wall isn't done. Because there is still frickin' bits and pieces back here. But I just went over it and then forgot about it.
There we go. The snake isn't even done either.
I thought I saw the snake light up.
Nope, says the snake is not done, and the dragon isn't done either.
Yeah, I legit was surprised that the dragon wasn't done, but I then again forgot.
I like the German word for dragon, also.
Ah! My eyes! You like the German
Sweet.
word for dragon? Drache?
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds cooler.
I mean, it does sound more epic, I guess, yeah.
Sorry, I guess that's just me. Just, yeah.
I mean, yeah, some stuff just does sound better in
Another language.
in another language, yeah.
Okay,
Just-
where... Wait, we didn't even clean the mouth of the dragon. It's had dirt in its mouth the whole time. No.
For instance, some stuff that I like saying in German, I literally can't use the same phrase in English, even though it would technically work, like from a grammar standpoint and like the meaning standpoint, but it just doesn't sound as good.
I hate it when like these things just kind of make you forced to, like, they force you to freaking clean the little bits and stuff. But yeah, honestly, I'm actually glad that somebody pretty much kind of
There we
opened my
go.
eyes before. I was just too, I guess, like, too Americanized by the freaking countries, I guess. Because, I mean, if it weren't for that person that showed me that Canada was actually its own country, yeah, I would have been too ignorant of the world. And I don't think I even want to see a variant of myself just being so ignorant of the world. That would be a bit scary. Yes, we did. Okay, what is this? Crenellations. What the heck? That is a weird term for the top of the castle, but I guess. I can't even see where it's even dirty still. Oh, here.
You know, sometimes for some of the stuff that like has words for it in this game, like that part there, the crenellations, I have no idea what that is supposed to be in German.
Oh dear.
Absolutely no idea.
I wouldn't know either.
Like crenellations, what the fuck? I've never heard that word before. And
Or
like actually, let me
where's
actually really quickly just look it up.
there was also another fancy word. I just need to find it.
Crenellations, German.
I wonder what would there's no German word for dummy, is it? Like training dummy?
Oh, wait. No, we just use the word dummy for that
Okay.
for the most part. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I do actually know the German word. They're called Zinnen.
Zinnen.
I did not know the English word for that though.
Oh.
Never heard that
Well,
one
hey,
up until
we
this
learn
game.
something new every day.
Yeah. Also, I guess I wouldn't have called this Zinnen, but yeah, I guess.
You know, the weird thing about how people sometimes go about learning things new every day. I mean, like, I feel like people seem to always like shun others for like not knowing this or that. I mean, like, there's a whole ton of things in the world that we may not know yet, and it never hurts to learn something new. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I knew everything, that would be like, hello, am I freaking, I don't know, the all-knowing like, there's no such thing as an all-knowing person that nobody knows everything.
I guess maybe except for Albert Einstein. I don't know.
Yeah, even he didn't know everything.
Oh, I don't know.
He knew a lot of stuff. He also understood a lot of stuff that people before him didn't. But nobody knows everything.
Okay. I wonder if the word dummy would come first, or if the word training would come first in German. Like, if you just put the word training dummy together.
That would be literally the same word.
Yeah, there's the floor.
It would be literally say like, we just take that like the word combination training dummy and just use it that way.
Okay. So there's no German word for just training, or?
Trainieren? Yeah, no, there
Trainieren.
is. But, or do you know? But I guess you could call it Übungsdummy.
Well,
Yeah, because üben means training for like.
I'm sorry. I'm just very amused. I'm just very, yeah. I'm sorry. So disappointed with
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to otherwise describe like this dummy stuff. They're just dummies.
So disappointed with me.
Like for some stuff, we just literally don't have a word and just use the English word. The same way English doesn't have a word for Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude?
And just uses the German word.
Schatten is shadow, isn't it?
No, not Schatten. Schaden.
Oh, Schaden. Sorry. I wonder what that is supposed to be.
Schadenfreude?
Yeah.
Schadenfreude describes basically if you basically laughing about somebody else getting at having some sort of misfortune happen to them.
Oh dear, that sounds brutal.
Like, I don't know, somebody falls down the stairs next to you and you just laugh at them. That's considered Schadenfreude.
I would never do that.
Yeah, I think the concept, I mean, I guess freaking the home videos thing where people would just send in stuff where people like I don't know,
yeah,
get like hit in the nuts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And people would laugh at that. That's Schadenfreude.
Okay. You know, that kind of makes me think of like a program that used to be a thing here. It was called America's Funniest Videos.
Yeah, America's Funniest Home Videos. Yep, that's literally a thing that happened. The same concept was literally used on TV around here as well, where they just show home videos. Sometimes even like I think they even like bought rights to like American ones sometimes.
Oh wow. I don't think I've ever seen like those from another country, but then again, yeah,
Then again, the US doesn't really import stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially like the German-speaking part of the world imports a lot of shows from other parts of the world.
Sorry, went on your head.
Like a lot of the shows we had on TV were either like concepts bought from like American shows and then put like together with like a German cast here, or frickin', I mean, then again, some stuff is just like internationally published by the same, like the rights are just internationally sold by I think I might, it might be like a Dutch company, I think, that has like the rights to a lot of like old game shows, and sold that like around the world.
Yeah.
That has like those have like versions in every freaking country. Like, things like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, for instance, has like versions all over the world.
Oh yes. Yeah. Hey. What's the German word for Korbel? Like castle, like basically the part for castle keep. It's called Korbel.
I have absolutely no idea, and I
That's another fancy
did
word.
not know that word before. Thank you.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Like generally, in terms of terminology for castles, don't ask me. I have no clue. I'm not into medieval stuff.
Someone is grilling something tasty.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, then again, it's noon, so usually somebody will be grilling at the time. So yeah.
We have that a lot too. But people would just like, if you go out and into the backyard and there's just the smell of like either
Someone barbecuing.
either the like charcoal or the grilled goods, like literally coming in from the yard next to you or something. It happens here too, either around noon or around where people eat dinner.
Yeah. You know, speaking of charcoal, I haven't like, mostly people just use propane tanks nowadays here. I don't smell the
I know. America basically only uses propane gas grills, or gas grills in general.
They used to use charcoal, but
Yeah.
not just very common.
Around here, hardly anybody uses anything other than charcoal.
Oh. Yeah.
Because, you know, first of all, gas grills, it's pretty fucking dangerous to, like,
Yeah.
have open gas flames.
Yeah, I would never even, like, I stay away from grills, to be honest, because I do have a bit of pyrophobia after an accident I had. So, yeah.
Like, I mean, just in general, people are unlikely to use gas grills here. If they're not gonna use frickin' charcoal, then they're more likely still to have like an electric grill than using gas.
Yeah. I didn't even think there was a concept for electric grills. I know, like, there's... But that sounds more safer than a propane tank.
Yeah. But yeah, most people just use charcoal.
Yeah. The only times I would ever see anybody use charcoal is those outdoor, like basically those grills you would see in parks and stuff. That's the only time I would ever see those be used nowadays.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so in America, there are some places where they have like public grills.
Okay.
Those you actually have to use charcoal for. But yeah,
Okay,
you're not allowed to bring your own grill or whatnot. I mean, yes, but the ones that are only charcoal.
Concepts I don't freaking know.
You've never seen a grill thing in a park before?
No.
No.
I don't think you are allowed to grill in any of our parks.
Oh, not even if they have a little like grill stand of their own that's in the park?
I don't think there is such a thing.
Curious. Well, hey, something new again. So the more you know.
I mean, it could be that I just never heard of it, but I don't think there is.
I'll have to dig up a picture later, I guess. Because some of the parks that I've been to, they would have like a little eating area, and sometimes they'll have grill stands already there next to the picnic tables.
Yeah, just in general, I don't think that you're allowed to like use open flames and on any of our like parks.
Yeah. Well, the parks are usually they're not like heavily like bushed or anything, like bushes and stuff.
Yeah, there's like I mean, if you look at like the Stadtpark in Graz, there is like parts that are mostly like just grass, so you could theoretically grill there, but I as I said, I don't think it's allowed.
Yeah, I'll show you a
because I think it's considered a fire hazard. Seeing as, you know, especially if like it's been hot for a while and the grass is dried and
yeah,
like one freaking thing, like one spark from the like
that was fast.
charcoal and it just goes up in flames. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that that public like grilling spots are much of a thing. I mean,
this border is still not done being cleaned. Sorry, there we go.
Like you're allowed to do that in your own backyard, but that's about it.
The shields are not done.
Yeah, I don't know why the shields are not done.
Rust.
Oh yeah, rust at the edges. That's the thing.
How do they say rust in German?
Rost.
Rust. Ah.
It just replaces the U with an O.
The fancy O or?
No, just an O. Rost.
Okay.
It's not rust.
I'm sorry.
Fancy O.
Yeah.
That sounded more like an U. That's the fancy U. Calling umlauts fancy.
Oops. Uh-oh. I went
Oh.
almost 3 hours on the recording.
Heck, I hope that still fits.
I'm hoping it fits too, because that would be bad. Yeah. I reset it though.
Yeah.
Yep. When you get caught up in so much conversation that you forget to
Also, holy crap, it's already been almost 3 hours. What?
Yep. Time flies by when you talk so much, so yeah. Wait, is the shield done?
Like,
Got this one. Oh, this one's not done yet. Where's the rest is over there?
just because we mentioned it before. Every time I say like now, I consciously I'm like, what the hell? Stop.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
I try not to, but
I
it's unconscious.
it's same.
As you
Because
were
of you said time flies when you talk a lot. I once talked to a friend of mine on voice call from like I think 9 p.m. or something till 7 in the morning.
Oh no! I've done that with my friend from Australia a couple of times.
That's a friend of mine from Vienna
Oh.
who also did YouTube for a while, and like that another like why and like still anyway we were part of the same like community of a Twitch streamer from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we ended up talking on voice chat for a while, and then for a long while. And then it was like 7 in the morning, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I do that quite a bit sometimes with my friend from Australia, because sometimes I'll be talking to her from like sometimes she'll show up at like 13, which is like very early in the morning in Australia, and sometimes our conversation goes for a long time up until when we both realize that once it's like 6 or 7, it's very late for her, and yeah, I'm just like, and then she goes, "Oh no, the time! I must go." And I'm just like, "Wait, time?" And then that's when I realized it's sun out, and I'm just like, "Oh crap! I didn't realize how much time has passed." Yeah, and I've sometimes done that, sometimes as well, especially like when it's supposed to be recording day, and I just get carried away with my friend, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
I mean, then again, I've done that like on. Can I stop saying like?
sorry.
I've done that on when I was hanging out with friends, just at their place or something, and we were just like talking about stuff and like maybe listening to music and like talking a lot, and then boom, it's morning, and like, hello. Okay, what happened?
Where did the time go?
So, dude, it's like 4 in the morning. What?
Yep. Yep. Oh, geez. You know, one time I think me and my friend from Canada would talk to, I think, like, up until it was, like, 3 in the morning for her. She's an hour ahead of me, so... we both get carried away in a conversation about something, and then that's when she realizes that it's 3 in the morning, her time. It was only the one time that happened, and... Yeah. But yeah, like, when you converse in a conversation for a very, very long time, you just forget about time. What is time?
Had the same like thing happen with people from like university, from school, from work. It, like, even like after work we'd sit together, like drink something and talk, and suddenly it's 11
Oh my.
in the evening. And I'd look at the clock and go, okay.
Yeah. Ooh. I remembered that one at least.
Ooh, yeah. That's one thing, by the way. About like frickin' dialect. Viennan dialect. So Vienna. Yeah. They use.
Whoa! Sorry, I fell.
They use a word that's not really like an actual word, but just like a particle they use, more or less. That sounds literally like the word for clock, but it's
Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right.
it sounds like Uhr. But they use it as kind of a substitute for a lot of other things, like a lot the same way that English tends to use like, I don't know, fucking as a emphasis word.
Oh god, I don't think I even want to know what that word is in German. That
No, it does. They just say Uhr. It actually just like it
Oh no,
doesn't
so I'm not
mean
saying clock.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't mean clock in this context. It just it doesn't actually mean anything.
Oh god.
It's more of a I mean, if anything, then it means very or like a lot.
I thought sehr would be very.
Yeah, it is. But that's Viennan dialect. They use Uhr as like a substitute for very. They also use it as a substitute for like anything. It
Wien.
Yeah, Wien. Wien is anders. Vienna is different.
That should
they
be all
like they
back.
inflationarily use that word and mostly mean very by it, but they also just really use it in every sentence, just as like a particle in front of something else, like instead of just saying something was great, they put an Uhr in front of it. So again, that's Viennan dialect mostly. But one way of saying something's great or nice is leibend.
Oh dear.
That's Viennan dialect. You don't need to know that. But
So I can't say net then. I can't say net.
Net is German. German.
Yeah.
But then again, I hardly ever hear anybody use net as actually the positive meaning, and mostly just as a sarcastic kind of negative.
Oh dear. Sorry.
It's like if you're saying nice in a sarcastic tone, that's mostly of how people use net in German, at least in Austria. I don't know about Germany,
Dear.
really.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Because I tend to use things more in a positive thing. I never
Yeah.
like using
You're
sarcastic.
you're not huge on sarcasm in general.
Yeah.
Neither are like people generally in the U.S. big on sarcasm.
Americans do seem to like the sarcasm, but for me, no. It's
like,
just not me.
A lot of times, people would just like a lot of people just don't get sarcasm. I don't know why.
I could probably pick it up audibly, but in text, no.
Yeah. Like, sometimes even if you're using emotes to emphasize it, they won't pick it up.
And I'm someone who uses emotes because I like to express myself,
Yeah.
but yeah, because for me, it's just that I just don't want people to say like, "Hey, I don't know how you're feeling. Please be more expressive," because I get that a lot back then. So that's why I use a lot of emotes a lot of the time, because yeah, I just don't want people
I mean,
to
that
get
definitely
under.
works for that.
Yeah. It also becomes a bit of a habit as well,
Yeah.
because yeah. Because I don't want people to get the misunderstanding that I might be angry or whatnot, but I'm just not someone who gets angry very easily.
I've gotten that every now and then where people thought I was like actually angry at them for something, and they'd be like telling me that I shouldn't get angry over it or something, and I'm like, dude, I just normally freaking answered. What? So, sometimes it's like sometimes people interpret stuff into written text that I'm like, why?
Yeah. You know, I remember a YouTube video where somebody explains about the different type of people that that text and whatnot, whether they go with like normal sentences or they use a lot of expressions or just go crazy on the emotes. Like there's different types of like people like that as well. Like for me, I'm more on the expressive side, so yeah. So it's like I'm more of a mix of like using proper grammar with like full stops and whatnot and capitals, and of course I do sometimes capitalize like nouns and stuff because thanks to the lessons in Duolingo that kind of bled onto me. But yeah, I'm a combination of like proper grammar and what's it called? Proper grammar and expressive at the same time. So yeah, there's different people in that. Oh, you knocked over the gnome. How
I
dare
did.
you?
It was the power washer, not me.
Oh, but yeah, I need to see if I can find that video as well. I need to. Okay, so I know I said I was gonna show another video, and then this video. I don't remember what I was gonna show previously.
No idea.
I might probably need a reminder when I guess you sort of sift through the video again. So.
Either that or once you watch the video.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm not sure I'll remember to listen for that either.
The water was in my face. That hurts. No.
Unclean? What?
Unclean? Okay, fine. Unclean. Okay.
Gonna take out my sniper rifle.
No, don't headshot me. How dare you? What have I ever done to deserve being headshot?
Too many things to count.
You gasp. How dare you? Extra unclean. There you go. Wait, how? You're not looking at me while you're pushing me. What?
You're literally on the left corner of my screen. Left lower corner. I don't need to look
great.
at you.
You'll actually see it in my recording because you're not directly pointing your nozzle at me. You're somehow pushing me. That will look great for the recording. I think we broke the game somehow.
At least we broke your point of view.
Yep. Definitely can't be me breaking the game because I'm not being like I wasn't even holding any buttons except just letting the toggle hold the spray button, and that's it.
I same, but I think the game just broke itself. So.
Maybe. Is this rust? Rust. Bleh. Okay, let's get the turbo nozzle. There we go. Oh no, the castle's not done. Okay, I was just confused.
No.
Okay. there's a lot of spots I'm not seeing unless I use the highlight button. Wait, so the castle... What else have we not cleaned? Castle Eternal Walls. There's one that is not done yet. I'm gonna start looking for other bits.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh, we
get the
haven't-
top of the castle in the meantime.
Yeah.
There's not enough room up here for 2 people anyway.
The planet is too tiny.
This castle isn't big enough for the 2 of us.
Yes. Oh, this cave wall's not done
Ah.
either. Oh, then. Trying to
Then
figure
again,
out
I
where-
don't think this castle is big enough for anybody.
Nope. That's only for the gnomes to live in. Okay, that's done.
Zwergenschloss.
Hmm?
Gnome castle.
Oh, no. I didn't catch that, sorry.
Gnome is Zwerg.
Zwerg.
Yeah. The garden gnome would be Gartenzwerg, so.
Yes, I know God.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, and castle
Yes.
is Schloss. So it would be, gnome castle would be a Zwergenschloss.
Oh, you just put the words together, or?
You'd actually have to like put a little en in between Zwerg and Schloss to like connect them to like I guess indicate that the castle belongs to the gnome.
Okay.
So it's Zwergenschloss.
Fluss.
That's just sometimes mostly for stuff that ends in like letters that don't work with the starting letter of the next word. Because like Zwergschloss, that would work, but that means a tiny castle.
Oh my.
Because in
Force
this
them
case,
to live in a
in this
butterfly-sized
case,
castle.
like in this case, Zwerg also can be used as like a indication of something being tiny. For instance, there is a dog breed that's called Zwergpinscher. Pinscher being the
Miniature
race,
pinscher?
and yeah, the miniature pinscher. So Zwerg also could be miniature, just in general, as like a part of a word.
I wonder if there's a species, like a dog breed in like from Austria.
I don't know whether there is one that originated in Austria.
And you know, actually, like the topic of like species, like breed being called species. A friend of the family that was visiting for a time, a couple of months, actually told me that in French they also say species as well rather than breed. So, yeah.
Huh.
So I was a little bit surprised by that. Because in
mean,
English you use breed
yeah,
to
in-
indicate like a dog.
Yeah, in German you use Rasse, which is the word for race.
Oh my. Last. I'm trying to. Rasse? I don't know.
Yeah, that was close.
I'm sorry.
Just didn't roll the R. It's Rasse.
I'm sorry.
Ro-
I'm just yeah.
People are-
It's just like when I'm trying my best, I get a little shy. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that just generally, I've
At
seen
the
like
same time,
I've seen like 2 clips from like English-speaking streamers recently who tried to roll their R's, and it
Yeah, 'cause-
just didn't work.
because at the same time, I'm also trying not to do the Mexican R rolling as well because I have relatives in that are So I kind of I know I need to avoid doing the Spanish rolling R. So yeah.
I don't even know how that would sound. I'm not.
Oh jeez,
I'm
that would
not
sound
very-
terrible. I don't think.
I'm not very familiar with Spanish. Then again, I guess if I imagine a Spanish accent on German, then yeah, that's a different. That's actually a different role. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Spanish. It's kind of like purring their
Yeah.
R's a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
it's softer rolling than German does.
Yeah.
Like
I can't say it.
and
I'm trying
another
to say it in my head, but I can't.
yeah. Another language that rolls their R's very similar to German actually, but a little bit harsher I think even is Bahasa Indonesian.
I don't think I've ever even heard of an Indonesians talking before.
The only reason I ever heard Indonesian is Hololive because they have an Indonesian branch.
Oh, okay. Sounds very curious.
Oh, there's still a lot of dirt.
I really need to stop being mentally challenged when it comes to some things, because like I'm still trying to say it in my head, but at the same time, like I'm just really shy of trying to say it aloud, because I feel like you're just going to judge me saying like that's just too American or something like that. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, I genuinely do want to relearn German, but it's just that, yeah.
But yeah,
It's just the lack of confidence with another fellow German speaker. It just makes me very shy. So yeah, in general.
but yeah. As I said, I've heard like very recently two American English speakers trying to roll their R's, and it ended up being like instead of
Yeah.
Like the best they could do is like fake rolling it. Like not vibrating their tongue while doing it, like just in the back.
Yeah. Especially like because I'm trying my best not to use the Spanish rolling, because because I'm so used to hearing that occasionally from my dad, but yeah, sometimes. But, yeah. Jeez, I really don't know if I'll be able to nail it because I'm mentally still trying to do it, but yeah.
I think the Spanish R's roll a lot more than German ones do.
Yeah, I can't do it very well, but
I can't do it enough to like speak German. That's about it. I don't think I could like pronounce Spanish very authentically.
Yeah, I can't speak it myself. Like I can probably say a couple of words. I might know a couple, but
I never
otherwise
learned Spanish, so
yeah. And actually, particularly in California, and I assume like other states that were Mexican territory, they would actually put that in their teachings. Because I do remember in middle school, like
I know a lot of like at least like southern southern part of the U.S. Schools have like Spanish as the default foreign language.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, sometimes you'll see Spanish in some clothing stores as well, where they would say like, so say like a clothes station for like men or like boys, girls, and stuff like that. They would also have the Spanish word just under it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they're close enough to Mexico to have a lot of Spanish-speaking customers, sure.
Yeah. Well, also, if the states were also formally Mexican, because
they
California
have probably
was
a lot of
Mexican.
Spanish-speaking people there anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like similarly, frickin' southern parts of Austria, like the southernmost tips of Carinthia, for instance, have two languages on their like street signs because there's a large like Slovenian minority there, because like they're literally right next to each other, and it used to be all Austria. So
yeah,
it's like
there's
back
that.
in like the emperor times, like Austro-Hungarian Empire kind of thing. So yeah, like in the like directly bordering other countries, sometimes we have double language stuff.
Yeah, I do remember my friend from the Czech Republic. She sometimes will occasionally hear some people speaking in Slovakian or Slovak.
Yeah,
I don't know the
I mean
proper term for
that
the language.
that used to be the same country as well,
Yeah.
Czechia and Slovakia. They were just Czechoslovakia back then.
Yeah. Actually, oh, I just remembered something. So I remember a conversation I had with my dad a couple weeks back. So when I was explaining to him about something in the Czech Republic, one time he asked me and was like, "Wait, you mean Czechoslovakia, right?" I'm just like, "No,
They're
it's
not the
Czech
same
Republic."
country anymore.
Yeah, because I think during his time, it was still Czechoslovakia. So yeah, and yeah, my brain kind of like went full stop. And I'm just like, wait, what? And then then it dawned on me that when did they actually split? Because I remember my friend from Czech Republic said that they split peacefully.
Yeah, they split. I think end of the 80s, start of the 90s, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that was way before our time. So
Yeah, way before we would have known. Yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, we're 90s, so
Yeah.
that was like way before our time.
I mean, I know that when I was a child and was like learning about the neighboring countries of Austria, we were told that it used to be Czechoslovakia and is now Czechia and Slovakia separately.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I don't remember the freaking year they split.
Yeah.
But it wasn't too long before I.
Actually, you know what? I could
learned
probably
that,
bug my friend if when did they split, because she would probably know.
Easiest way. Hey Google.
Okay.
Hey Google. When did Czechoslovakia split? 92.
In what? 82?
92. So, as I said, start of the 90s.
Oh my.
So literally
So-
a year after I was born.
Yeah, and well, actually, that might depend on what month.
November.
As well, 'cause- okay, so that was way after when I was born. Then. So yeah.
Yeah. And
What
I
else
was,
are we
I was born in January of 91, so
Yeah. May of
It was
92 for me.
yeah.
Where is that stubborn? Oh, I found the other overhang. But yeah.
Where is the
Where's that
part
s-
of this fucking wall that wasn't done?
All right. But hey, I mean, like, it's still cool to like learn about these things and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I had no idea. Like, I thought Czechoslovakia was like it split like somewhere in the 80s, but no, it's a lot closer to home than I remembered, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that it was like either end of the 80s or start of the 90s. So, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, thinking about it, when did a
Pretty spot
certain area collapse? I guess for the 91 area, but I don't know. Never
Huh?
mind. Nothing. I think it's not appropriate to bring it up here. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's
mind.
something like related to history. That wait, is this the? Oh no, this is the wall. Oh no, okay, this is
Never mind
part of it. Oh no. Okay, I was cleaning it wrong. The top is the.
There
we go. Goodness, that was stubborn.
Uh,
Okay. Exit rails.
handrails. Oh yeah, those.
That one's clean. This one is dirty.
Oh, those exit rocks are not clean either.
Dear. I thought I got that.
But there's still a tiny white thing on the thing though. Ah, back there.
Yeah, they're hard to spot. Okay, there's
That's the rails.
handrails done.
Just need to get the frickin' rocks.
Yeah.
Dude.
God, thinking about handrails, I'm still kind of traumatized by how Japan's stairs are so damn steep, and sometimes like some of the stairs don't have handrails, and I have to I rely on handrails so much, like I kind of had to hug the wall trying to get up or down the stairs because I didn't want to fall over and hurt myself.
I find that funny because sometimes stairs into like attics or cellars around here are really steep and don't have handrails too. So that's just something I'm used to.
Yeah. Wait, so there's not much handrails over there?
I mean, we have handrails on like every normal set of stairs, but sometimes like stuff that goes into an attic or down into a cellar, they sometimes are very steep and don't have handrails.
You forgot the frog, by the way. There you go.
Ah. Did not
What
even
is frog
see
in
it.
German, I wonder?
Frosch.
Frosch. I can't burn the R's. I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, the pond. It's not that.
So what did I just click? The Castle Keep Pond. Yeah, that's the one.
I'm getting that.
Good.
Click a different one.
I'll get the turret roof, wherever that is.
Oh, the turret roof is these pink and blue roofs.
Ah, okay. Which one?
It's this one that's apparently not clean.
Oh,
Unless there's multiple that we haven't properly cleaned.
I don't think so.
You know, I won't lie, the one thing that got me kind of into PowerWash was because of RT Game, because he did some real power washing. Because the guys sponsored him. Like, had him sponsor them, I guess. By... Oops! My bad.
As I said, the only Let's Play of this that I've ever watched was Markiplier's, and that was enough to sell me on the game, so...
Castle Keep Rocks, 10 out of 13. Oh dear.
Keep rocks? Those?
You know, I feel like if I knew the proper sentence term of oh dear in German, I would probably use that a lot more. Yeah, that's...
I don't know. I don't think we have a direct translation for that.
Oh.
Because people would more likely say the equivalent of "Oh my God."
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I'm glad I remember the usage of the gender pronouns, because I guess like everyone just says God is a dude, so yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there is another language that actually uses the female terms of God, but yeah, I don't know.
Anything frickin' like Latin based would still have it be male, because
I guess
Deus is Latin, and that's male noun. So
Oh, the gutters are not done.
And yeah, the gutters, the return gutters. That's exactly what I just
The
saw.
supports, I'm gonna need to get the turbo nozzle because the supports have rust on them.
Stop turbo.
There we go. That's one. Is this
I
one
wonder
rusty?
where.
That's not rusty. Okay, that's that. The bucket's not done. There we go. Castle Key rocks. Which rocks are not done yet? Oh, that one.
Yeah, I was about to say. Where is this gutter still not done?
Oh, the battlements.
Literally washed it on every side with the freaking turbo nozzle.
And unfortunately, I don't think we have a ladder. Oh, I
We
see.
have one.
There we go.
We have a
I've got
ladder
one of them.
right here.
Oh! Oops. This night isn't done.
What was that? Golf ball return is also not done. The gutter, the nut, gutter. Okay, that's not done.
Nutter?
And,
It sounded like you said nutter for a moment. I'm sorry.
I said another, but I kind of swallowed the N at the A. It's just another.
It's all good. Okay, let's see.
It's another gutter.
Castle Tower battlements. Where is that? Ah, those.
Castle towers are clean. Castle tower windows. Which ones?
That one's not done either. Oh no.
That one.
Okay, that's done.
That one.
This battlement is not done yet.
That one's done. That one's done. I think that's all of those. Yep.
Still trying to find this one.
Castle walls.
If I can jump, because I keep getting stuck in the edges.
Which castle walls?
Oh, my eyes. I found it.
Oh, that one.
Castle wall. Oh, I think I might have missed it because of the target edges. Oh, we missed the target apparently.
I tried to get them. I thought they were clean. There we go.
Okay. One of the crenellations. Oh, here's one that's not done.
Oh, those.
Okay, that one's done. Cave rib bones.
Got 'em.
Oh, you're getting that. Okay. Let's see. Courtyard arrows. I'll get the arrow.
Courtyard turret roof.
There we go.
Where?
One of the dummies is not done yet.
Yeah, that one. Don't know why. Because I like high pressure freaking turbo nozzled it and it's still not done. Also, this one's not done. go.
Oh, the other side. There we
Ah.
go. Let's see. So, one of the exit steps is not done yet.
Which one's the fifth
Fence
hole?
posts. I better go
Fifth
find those
hole
fence
flag.
posts.
Okay.
Ah, that one. Okay, that one is not. Oh, I got the underside as well. I forgot about that.
Fourth hole flag.
There we go.
The banner.
Oh geez, I see like one of those public bathrooms outside and gives me nightmares a little bit because I don't know. I think this probably might be illegal in Europe, but sometimes for no apparent reason, people would like to smoke in the public bathrooms in like parks and stuff. Don't ask me why, but yeah. Oh, these steps. Okay.
Why in the... Why?
I don't know. I guess they just want a private place to do that sort of stuff. I mean, there was a case where some people actually did that in. There was a public bathroom thing in high school near the track, and people would actually like some teenagers would actually go and smoke in there too. So yeah, that was like. Is the steps done yet? Oh yeah, these steps are done. Okay. Next is fifth hole ramp. 1, 2, 5. Oh, you already got the ramp. Okay. First hole apparently is not done. I'm guessing... Oh, small forest mushrooms. Oh, this mushroom is not done yet. Hey! You... Hey! I see that! Gateway walls. Where's the gateway walls?
Front... Gateway? Oh, over there. Oh yeah, that wall isn't done.
Oh dear. It's just only one. Golf ball returns supports. I thought I cleaned that one. Okay, pressure nozzle it is. There we go.
Where?
Ninth hole small borders is not done.
Yeah, I know. I highlighted that. I have no idea where the small borders of that hole are.
Where's the eighth hole? That's...
Because they're not lighting up.
Ninth hole...
Because this is the ninth hole.
Small border...
Oh, those!
Oh. Let me...
There we go.
There we go.
Second hole house and third hole flooring. Second hole house. Which one?
Third
That one.
hole flooring.
That. Excuse me? That one. There we go.
There's
Nice.
that one. Nice.
Good.
I'm exhausted.
Now that we've done everything that we were
Was corrupted
supposed to
in the
have already done in last video because for some reason that got
Corrupted.
yeah, I still don't know why. Anyway, we're going to actually do something new next time.
Yeah.
Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WD Dead, and bye.
Cheers.